Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being a wonderful person.
You expect you made $1,000 this week, you get your check and it's $500. The accountant would say, well, that's the way it's supposed to be, and no.
Get ready to be blown away by this boss's jaw-dropping decision when he caught his employees dipping into his own pockets like never before.
I'm going to do all I can here to make sure she's okay.
And that's just one of the mind-blowing times when an employee cuts into his own earnings to help a customer on Undercover Boss. The president and CEO of North America's largest plumbing and drain cleaning company decides to go incognito as a fresh-faced recruit. That's right, Rick steps out of his fancy corner office to get down and dirty with the rest of the crew. Talk about a CEO who's not afraid to get his hands dirty. But why would he do such a thing, you ask? Well, it turns out that Rick wants to take a trip down memory lane and share a glimpse into his humble beginnings. You see, he was raised in a good old blue-collar workspace, where wrenches and pipes were the family jewels. It's hard to imagine the head honcho of a plumbing empire coming from such a down-to-earth background, isn't it? Now, here's where it gets interesting. Rick spills the beans about his tough upbringing. It seems those early years were no walk in the park for him. We're talking about a childhood filled with challenges and obstacles that would make your head spin. It's hard to fathom, but it just goes to show that success doesn't always come easy.
I think it was very important for Rick to work very hard.
Rick's old man worked in a factory for ages. But let's be honest, not everyone's thrilled about factory gigs. And hey, it didn't pay the bills like they needed. So what did Pops do? He turned to the bottle, my friends. But here's the kicker. That drinking problem spiraled out of control, wreaking havoc on their family. That's when Rick knew he had to step up and make a change.
Started a new life, and I dove in and worked my way up the corporate ladder.
Now, Rick's landed in the vibrant city of New Orleans, where their branch is booming. He's on a mission to uncover the secrets behind their success. But hold on tight, because Rick's gonna get his hands dirty with some recreational plumbing. Oh boy, this is gonna be one heck of an experience. And who's gonna guide him through this wild plumbing adventure? It's none other than the friendly Henry, the trainer. Looks like Rick's in good hands. Let's see how this unconventional training session unfolds.
3 years. I was a pipe superintendent, build ships for a living.
Oh wow, Henry has come a long way. Go Henry! They reach this customer's place, and Rick has absolutely no idea what's coming for him. The drain is not working properly, but it's something Rick had never experienced before.
The sewer was running out of the drain out of the bathtub.
Right, and everything was going underneath your house.
It's time for Rick to step up and face the real deal. And let me tell you, he's struggling. Bless his heart. It's a bit comical to watch him wrestle with the challenges. They're even crawling beneath the house to pinpoint the pesky problem. Trust me, you won't want to miss this hilarious sight. Get ready to have a good laugh, my friends.
Come on now.
I'm got
I'm like an old man there.
There's no lid on it.
There's no
Looks like
lid?
It's broken off.
Good.
They're having a blast at the job site. Henry's doing a great job teaching Rick the ropes. And the best part? No rats lurking beneath the surface. Whew.
You haven't seen any rats under there, huh?
I don't like rats.
You don't like rats?
I see a rat.
Rick is getting his hands dirty. And well, he needs to keep going. No, I mean quite literally. He needs to keep going. Don't believe me? Take a look at this.
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. Yeah, keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Oh boy, that was a hilarious sight. Rick's exhausted, but there's no time to rest. The never-ending pipe keeps him going. Kudos to Henry for his patience with Rick. Finally, they spot the problem. Henry dashes back to the lady to deliver the news.
We can go down here about 3 feet down and cut that piece out and put another piece in there.
So what would that cost?
Normally, this is about $1,200 job.
We've got a situation on our hands, and it involves some serious work and moolah. The cost? A whopping $1,200. Yikes. But here's the twist. The kind lady dropping hints that this might be a bit out of her budget. Will they find a solution?
I've been running to the doctor and all tests and everything.
You got tests and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Talk about a tough spot. The poor lady can't afford the service, and it leaves us wondering what's going to happen next. Will they proceed despite the financial hurdle? Henry's got a heavy heart, but hold on tight, because you won't believe what he's about to pull off.
Can you do 5?
At first, I was taken aback by Henry's giving such an extreme discount.
Whoa, that really did happen. Henry just gave her a big discount. We need more people like Henry. He's trying to make sure that the lady is doing fine. But on whose account? You're not ready for this.
And I realized Henry works on commission, so he was taking money out of his own pocket.
Yes, you heard it right. Henry is helping that poor lady out by taking whatever money he gets out of his own pocket. Man, this made me tear up. It still baffles me that in this world of evil beings, there are still so many good people who exist. We just tend to overlook them. Now here's a twist. Henry also has a side hustle going on after hours with his kids.
I coach after work. You're welcome to come.
Huh?
You ain't got nothing else to do. Maybe we can let you run around, okay?
Rick is amazed at Henry's dedication and how much he does for his family, and how he takes on time for his kids. Rick is touched by Henry's story.
It's amazing how much time Henry and his wife spend shuttling the kids back and forth to practice, and they ask for nothing in return.
Get ready for an emotional roller coaster, folks. It's the moment of truth as Rick unveils his true identity and gives his unsuspecting employees a surprise they won't soon forget.
You truly are a special person.
Thanks.
My heart went out to you watching you coach.
It's time for Rick to give back, and boy does he deliver. He surprises Henry with a 15-person van, ensuring those kids won't struggle with transportation to practice anymore.
The company's going to give you a 15-person van to take all those kids to practice.
And that's not all, folks. Henry gets a well-deserved promotion to field manager, along with a sweet raise.
Gonna make you field supervisor. Gonna give you a raise.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Kudos to Rick for recognizing and rewarding hard work. Hold on tight, folks, because we've got a jaw-dropping surprise coming your way. The head honcho of a major hotel chain, Steve Joyce, is about to go incognito. And trust me, he's in for a wild ride. Get ready as he swaps his fancy luxury sedan and country club membership for a housekeeper's cart and a plunger. Buckle up, because this undercover adventure is about to take us on an insane journey. As a 25-year-old hotel rookie, Steve is eager to explore how maintenance keeps up with the demands of this aging establishment. He teams up with Ricardo, a hard-working maintenance worker, and right from the start, it's clear that this job is no walk in the park.
This is our toolkit. This is what we need to fix almost everything.
Just put it around.
Steve quickly realizes that he'll be subjected to physically taxing and grueling tasks. Picture this, cleaning the pool area under scorching 100-degree weather.
Now, pick up the garbage.
Wow, a lot of garbage.
It's always a lot of garbage. Pick up the towels from the floor.
Well, this weather is certainly testing their patience, and Steve is not able to take it anymore. Racing around the expansive property is not an easy thing to do in the heat. Can Steve continue for any longer, or does he give up?
I'm sweaty. I'm tired. My back's hurting a little. My knees are from bending over scrubbing that pool. I give $100 to jump in that pool right now.
Next, he's given a very different task, which Steve might not have done before. It is none other than unclogging some seriously unpleasant toilets. It's a true test of endurance.
So I get the honors then.
You get the honor today. There you go. You put it back together.
Throughout his shift, Steve's admiration for Ricardo grows steadily. Steve slowly starts to question Ricardo about his life and how he manages to deal with everything. But what he's about to tell Steve is seriously shocking.
So what do you do when you get off work here?
I have another job.
So how long have you been doing that?
I've been doing that for past 7 years.
7 years?
Yes.
This dedicated man has been working 2 jobs 7 days a week for years, all to ensure that his children can pursue higher education. In fact, one of Ricardo's sons is even aiming to become a doctor. Despite the exhausting hours and demanding manual labor, Ricardo maintains a positive and upbeat attitude. That kind of resilience is truly commendable. However, as Steve delves deeper into his undercover adventure, he can't help but feel disappointed by the condition of the Econo Lodge itself.
Sometimes we can't even get it open. Marty, can I borrow you, okay? So, this is the old lock today, about 10 years old.
The hotel, unfortunately, is showing visible signs of neglect. The buildings are discolored, and it's clear that they're in dire need of repairs. The roofs in particular are crying out for attention. It's no wonder guests can sense the lack of care, which can ultimately hurt business. Don't believe me? Take a look at this.
You get a lot of leaks from the roof?
Only when it rains.
Yeah, it looks like it needs work, huh?
But what could be the reason for the lodge to look like this when there are dedicated workers like Ricardo? Eventually, Steve finds out the reason, and it's not pretty.
We used to do a lot of renovation. We're not doing a lot of renovation this time. I mean, I came here in 94, we still got the same TV, and they cut us. Now, occupancy went down, keep going down.
Steve discovers that employees like Ricardo are not equipped with the necessary tools to carry out their duties efficiently. Simple amenities like golf carts, which could make navigating the extensive property much easier, are nowhere to be found. It's a frustrating realization that the hotel management hasn't prioritized providing their hardworking staff with the resources they need to excel in their roles. To add salt to the wound, when Steve wraps up his long, exhausting day and returns to his own choice hotel, he encounters a frustrating mishap. Just as he's about to retire to his room, the unfortunate happens.
Yeah, I'm in the elevator. It seems to be jammed.
He gets stuck in an elevator. Talk about bad luck. It takes over 10 minutes for a maintenance worker to come to his rescue. Now imagine if this happened to a real hotel guest. It's an unpleasant experience that leaves Steve with more concerns and questions about the state of his hotels. Steve finally reveals his identity and has a meetup with the main head of the lodge, and well, it is not pretty.
You know who I am?
Yes, sir.
I walked around your property a lot. We got a roof issue, which needs to be fixed. I need this property to be pristine.
Absolutely.
Can I get your commitment to work on the property?
Absolutely, sir.
As for Ricardo, Steve is impressed with him and told him his work would be more efficient with a golf cart. You know what's gonna happen. This is gonna be a wholesome moment.
I need to have you be more efficient, get more work done. As a result, the property will be better. I'm gonna buy you that golf cart.
I don't know what to say.
You all right? We have a scholarship program for people here that work at Choice, and I want your son to be the first recipient.
No.
Seriously.
Dina takes on a week of undercover adventures in the world of home services. In this episode, Dina steps into the shoes of a hardworking technician, encountering various employees along the way. From hauling heavy equipment to mowing lawns and fixing appliances, let's dive into the thrilling and heartwarming moments of Dina's undercover mission.
I was impressed with Faith. You know, she didn't hesitate moving the water heater, dragging the old one out.
First up, Dina meets Wayne, a technician at Mr. Rooter.
My name's Wayne. Huff. This one, Faith Brown. Nice to meet you. Ready to go?
And Wayne is a sweetheart, y'all. He makes Dina super comfortable and is good to talk to.
They don't have manners in California. They stop west of the Mississippi.
I don't know about
He gives her the instructions very clearly, and Dina is impressed how the employees, especially Wayne, is still following the goal of the company.
Here, I'm gonna give you this. This is like the most important thing for us to learn.
All right.
It's the 14 points. We're supposed to follow those step by step.
They are at their first job, and Wayne is doing a good job, and so is Dina. She witnesses Wayne's dedication as he effortlessly lifts a whopping 190-pound water heater out of the truck. Whoa, talk about superhuman strength. Oh wait, take a look at this. Then you guys will have an idea of what we're talking about. During their conversation, Wayne opens up about his personal life, sharing his experiences of raising a young boy with autism and a little girl. He also expresses his concerns about the inconsistent paychecks, and well, it is not pretty to hear.
You expect you made $1,000 this week, you get your check and it's $500. The accountant would say, well, that's the way it's supposed to be, and no.
Sensing something amiss, Dina discreetly steps away to call the office and address the commission issue. He tells her the truth about the accountant, and well, Dina is not happy.
Hello, this is Mary.
Hey, it's Dina calling. Seems like there's a compensation issue. The finance guy doesn't seem to have a lot of respect for his opinion.
Can't fix anything if we don't know about it. So
Exactly.
Next on the list is Dina's encounter with the ground guys, where she meets Jake. However, Jake becomes a bit suspicious upon noticing Dina's elegant pearl bracelet and necklace, which seems out of place for a technician.
When I first saw Faith, one of the things I noticed was she had her pearl necklaces and the pearl bracelet on.
Determined to prove herself, Dina hops on a lawnmower and soon realizes it's not as easy as it looks. Jake, being a perfectionist, is less than impressed with Dina's crooked mowing lines, something he wouldn't tolerate from his own team.
She didn't know what she was doing.
Try to do it straight, I guess, when you're mowing.
We tried to, yes ma'am.
They move on to a tree that needs to be cut down, and Dina fearlessly gets down on her knees to tackle the task. Taking a well-deserved water break, Dina and Jake have a heartfelt conversation. And what he's about to reveal next is heartbreaking.
This was my dad's passion, and my father passed away last year.
You're kidding me.
Jake opens up about the challenges he faces, including the recent loss of his father to suicide and a struggle to raise his 5 brothers. He shares his determination to honor his father's memory by doing a good job and keeping up with the work they both loved. We're proud of you, Jake. Dina finally reveals herself. Dina addresses Jake, expressing her gratitude for his honesty and assuring him that his concerns will be addressed.
And I think you're a guy who one day would be just the perfect franchisee for Grounds Guys.
That's great. It's amazing.
In a surprising move, she offers to help him buy his new home by providing a $20,000 down payment.
Appreciate that.
How would you like a new truck?
I wouldn't know what to say.
We have a new truck waiting for you, and it's big enough to hold all your little brothers.
Overwhelmed by her generosity, Jake struggles to find the right words to express his gratitude. As the week comes to an end, Dina reflects on the incredible experiences she had and hopes that her father would be proud of the meaningful work she has undertaken. Check out these emotional moments from the undercover boss. Which one made you cry? And hey, have you checked out the awesome employees on the show? If not, head over to our channel for all the juicy details. And don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated.